Okay. Okay. Here, what you're looking at is a website. I want everyone to go ahead into your special place that you keep your social security cards and your birth certificates at, and pull them out. Okay.
Okay,
Once you Sure.
let me just say something for the people, because I know
Sure.
you shared this, you shared this with me, that
Right.
this is actually a time cap sensitive. The way the URL has to be spelled out. What you have as a capital and lowercase has to be just like that, or you will not be able to access the website.
Absolutely. Absolutely. As you can see, the website is located at the bottom of the screen, and it is www.treasurydirect.gov/capital B, capital C, slash capital S, capital B, capital C, capital P, lowercase R-I-C-E. R-I-C-E is all lowercase. And you're right, Prime, that is all case sensitive. So you want to make sure that you're entering this website in the correct fashion. That's important.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So once you go ahead and you get into the website, this is what you'll see. This is the screen that will come up. It will say, calculate the value of your paper savings bond. And as we've heard, and as we now know, our birth certificate is on savings bond paper because it is a savings bond. Okay. And what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead into this section where it says, the bond. What kind of bond are you holding? So according to your date of birth, and that will detail what kind of bond you're holding. So for instance, someone that was older than 35 would be holding an E bond. Someone that was born in 1998 through 1975 would have an I bond. Someone that was born before 1998 would have an EE bond. Okay. So for the likes of what we're doing right now, we're going to go ahead and do an example for you guys. And we're going to go ahead and put in a bond right there. You want to go ahead to the next box, and then you want to calculate in denominations of $10,000. Okay. You want to calculate in denominations of 10,000. So you go ahead and you put in the $10,000 right there. After that, you'll go ahead and enter in 6 identifying numbers, which is it's the 6 numbers that are located on top of your birth certificate. Normally, these numbers are red, okay? And it's 6 numbers. You go ahead and you put those numbers in. You have to have your original birth certificate in order to see the letter that is in front of these 6 series of numbers. And in a second, I'll tell you what that letter is all about. But once you put in that 6 series number, that is your savings bond number. Okay, you put that in, and then you go ahead and you calculate the value of your savings bond after you put in your date of birth. You're not going to put in your full date of birth, but what you're going to put in is the month and the year in which you were born. And when you hit search, this is what's going to come up. What's going to come up in front of you is a value. This value is what your social security number is making an interest on the market. Okay. All right. So anyone can access this. You can access your children's, your grandparents, yours, anyone that you know. This is the website to calculate your savings bond, which, the United States corporation has convinced us that it is a birth certificate, which it is not. It is a savings bond. Okay. So then what happens after that?
Let me
What happens?
let me just
Sure.
ask you a question
Okay.
real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Normally, right, the number in terms of the value will be way much bigger than this, right? Because this is actually a very much younger person's template that was pulled up right here.
Right. 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 Absolutely.
So what
Absolutely.
kind of numbers are we looking at for an average adult, 35 to 45 or something like that?
Sure. For the average adult, 35 to 45 years of age, you'll be looking at a denominator somewhere around maybe $54,000 to $62,000. Okay, and there's much more than that. That's just interest that was accrued on this savings bond. So if you've calculated, I'm sorry, if you've earned that much interest since you was born, can you imagine what the actual value of your birth certificate and your social security number is? Okay.
What's a rough idea of like what the actual value would be?
A rough idea would be billions. Billions. Each person is worth billions of dollars. I'm going to go so far as to say billions. I wouldn't even say in the millions. I think that's how, I don't think, because if you think, you can be convinced otherwise. Okay. So I don't even believe, because if you believe, you can be convinced. I know for a fact, this is why we have globalists. This is why we have the big bankers, because we're not the corporation. We, the people, are really the corporation. Okay. So we are walking around as an entity. Okay. We're walking around as an entity. These globalists are using our social security numbers as legal entity identifiers and opening up businesses in our name all across the globe. Let
me just touch something that you said that you said to me that made a whole lot of sense. You said that the birth certificate is not for the living, but the birth certificate is for the dead, and that's how they're able to basically fake that we are deceased, and therefore they can take our identity and trade that on the stock market.
Absolutely, that's how it goes. You see, once you take your birth certificate and you cash it in, you need to redeem the money. You need to get rid of it. Essentially, you need to get rid of it. How are we going to do that? Okay, because this is a dead person's paper. This is really like a death certificate. It's not a living birth certificate. What you want to do is that letter that I spoke about earlier, that would be in the front of the 6 series number, A through Z on your original birth certificate, would indicate which federal bank is holding your savings bond. Okay. So for instance, it could be a bank in California. It could be a bank in Minnesota. Normally, the bank that's holding your savings bond is not the bank of which you was born. Okay. So, I'm in South Dakota or wherever I'm at. My bank is not going to be the federal, bank of South Dakota downtown. It's going to be in a whole nother city and state. So once you identify that, okay, what letter links to which federal savings bank, that's how you go ahead and you can redeem your money. Not only can you redeem your money, you can actually use the interest that's occurred for payments. Okay. So
I know a lot of people are probably going to be interested because we was talking about some billions of dollars and everything like that. So just so you know, her information is in the description box. If you want to support her research and you want to contact her or email her, her information is in the description box. She also has a YouTube channel and she'll be posting regularly content like this and much more. So please subscribe to the YouTube channel. That's Girl Code on YouTube. Can we go to the next one real quick? Because the next one you was talking about, it goes to the extent to where you can actually see which businesses, which corporations, and you talking about big corporations that got hold on. Okay, I'm gonna pull it up right now.
Okay, huge. Okay, so the second website that we want to go to is called GMEI Utility. Okay. GMEI Utility. This is how you can actually pinpoint the actual businesses.
Okay, so what I did up here, Girl Code, just so you can know, this is where the social security number goes, like how you told me with the dash. I just put like a demo number up here, but if you want to explain how, okay.
Sure. Okay, so once you get to this website, right here on the search button, you want to put in your social security number. Okay. So is this the social security number with all the dashes in, or is this the social security number that's regular?
It has all the dashes. Can you see it? Or I gotta pull it up, son.
If you can make it a little bigger, I can see it, but excuse me,
Okay.
it's a little small, but
Okay.
can't really tell. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay. So, yeah, okay, I see. So, in other words, this would be a social security number. So you go ahead, you put your social security number in there, you know, whatever it is, zero dash, et cetera, you know, followed by the rest of the numbers. Once you put that in, your social security number, you hit the search bar. And there you are going to find the actual companies that have been using your social security number as what they call LEI. Okay. These are legal entities that are using your, your social security number, because these are illegal businesses. These businesses are, trafficking. These businesses are hidden businesses that are, harboring freaking body parts and all type of things, like, so, but they hide them behind legitimate businesses, right? And what you'll see pages and pages, sometimes millions of companies that are all overseas. They're usually Italy, Denmark. There's a lot of not Korean, Asian companies, that are using your social security number to create legal entities. Okay. So, and in my opinion, my strong opinion, I believe in my heart of hearts that this has a lot to do with the plan of the Jasara Nasara program that's going to be coming back to Americans. Okay. So this website can lead someone into, months and months, if not even years of research. I mean, you can go into these businesses, see what kind of businesses they are, where they're located, and, which brings me back to, excuse me, wait a minute, give me 1 second, which brings me back to, the arrest, right? It's okay. The arrest that's out there is not just happening here in America, or it's not just happening at the bank in Switzerland. Okay, these arrests, I can imagine, are absolutely huge, because these people across the globe have been operating, but for the fact that Americans are born. Okay. And then I just kind of want to, wrap it up and show people what they can do. Okay. So, I already told you that you can use this towards payments. Okay. Your routing number is going to be whatever bank is holding your savings bond. Your account number is your social security number. Okay. Also, if you want to redeem your money off of your death certificate, because that's what it is, it's not a birth certificate. What you do is you go get you a UCC1 form, which you can actually download that offline, or you can actually request to have one sent to you in the mail. You get this UCC1 form, you fill it out, you bring it to a notary public, and you have that person, notarize that. Hey, listen, this is my ID. This is who I am. You get that notarized, and then you go ahead and you cash that bond in. And then you go ahead and you apply for what's called a live birth certificate. Okay. We're in the days of the revealing. Okay. So now it's time that, the veil is being lifted. So we need to, tap into these resources that belong to us. Okay. So Americans are going to be teed off. They're going to be pissed off, as they should be, to realize the depths at which we've been used and abused here in this country.
Wow. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as you know, this is very controversial. This video is not going to stay up on my channel. It's going to be on Rumble. I'm going to post it on my Rumble channel.
Right.
And it's